Good morning. It is about 8 o'clock and we decided not to rush out of here this morning because we were both pretty trashed yesterday. Put in about an extra mile and a half more than we thought we would. And yeah, we were just both hurting. A lot more of this trail is still a lot of blowdowns, just obstacles everywhere. Many times walking off route and trying to figure it out again. So it just was a pretty mentally and physically straining day. So we crashed pretty hard last night, but we got this excellent camp spot. As you can see, the reservoir is not very high right now, but it was a very nice, peaceful night. So we are rested and fed, and we're going to see what the rest of this thing looks like in just a minute. Probably one of the worst placed branches I have ever seen. Yeah, you're gonna almost have to roll that thing. So the bridge is over there?
The bridge is right over here.
So this is not the TYT. This is a connecting trail that goes over Highland Creek. So before we head into Jenkins Canyon, I wanted to go see it. Oh, it's broken. Oh, beautiful. Yeah.
Down here, and that one right over there. The campsites are right up there.
Okay.
But I didn't think we could make it this far.
Awesome. So we're going to curve up there and go to the left into that canyon. Gosh, after yesterday, this is like paradise. So we're just kind of going along Highland Creek. We're going to go right around that big pile of rocks and up to Jenkins Canyon. This trail is gorgeous. Yeah, this section's like a little nature walk. So nice. Blazes are all like huge. Starting to get away from the creek though. Not too long, we should be at the next trail junction. I think I see it. We just got to get through all this. It's just obliterated right in this area. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. Woo. Close one. So there's the junction. It narrowly escaped the destruction of the tree fall. All right, the junction's pretty easy to see. Jenkins is this way. Highland Lakes is up there. So we're gonna go up here. Heard it. I went in. Yeah, it was shallow. So we're still smiling. Almost immediately after the junction, you cross Highland Creek. got a little wet, actually felt pretty nice. And then you start climbing. Yeah, how's this gentle ascent treating you? The nice thing is it has been pretty good shade. You can actually see the trail. There's a little breeze going. So it is just night and day compared to what we were doing yesterday. So pretty happy. I think the one-liner that describes the TYT, you're not putting in miles, you're finding miles.
Exactly.
This is Sierra miles multiplied by route finding. There's really not much reason to do it if you just don't want to do it, you know, like it is a challenge. All right, so we took a long break just below topping out of Jenkins Canyon, so it's 10:15 now. Just getting into this really pretty meadow area. Flat, trail is still very easy to find. So far so good. Still a lot of bypasses like that. It's more of a horse trail. So this is new territory for Greg. So this is the beginning of the end for you. All right. Yeah, this feels like a horse trail. It's a lot of dirt and poop. This is the first time we've seen water since Highland. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. Still got a lot of these falls haven't really been cleared out yet, so often you're just going through obstacles and hoping you pick it back up. So it looks like we messed up at that bypass. It was about a 90-degree turn onto a trail. And we just kept going downhill, hoping this is it. I mean, any of these could be it. So we missed this like 90-degree turn because there was this huge set of obstacles, and by the time we got past them we had missed the turn. We're trying to get back with the least amount of effort, but it is not very forgiving up here. Let's get up into that shade and do another map check. The rig just rolled off trail there, so we've both taken one pretty serious fall on this trip. Hoping we're almost at this trail because we've just lost about a half hour. Oh, brutal. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's like a freaking war zone. Why? Why did we climb up here? Yeah, we need another break. Apparently this isn't it either. It's like we're just climbing and climbing and climbing and we just never get there. Okay, so it's noon. We just lost a solid hour. Absolutely exhausting route finding. Looks like someone's been here, but we've been saying that for the last hour, so pretty much glued to the GPS at this point. Probably doesn't look that bad on camera, but we've been seeing stuff like this for the last hour. There's just so many trees down, so much fire, just obliterating whole areas of the trail. So yeah, this looks pretty good, but I'd be real happy to see a duck or a blaze anytime now. The GPS says we are right on track. But we have seen no blazes or even turning around to see if they're behind us. At least the trail is clear now. Seems to match what GPS says, which is good. We had about a 200-foot climb after we came out on top of our 600-foot elevation off trail. And according to the map, we should pretty much be on top once we hit about 8,000 feet. So maybe this is it. Still a little up, but had a nice, beautiful flat spot through Jenkins Meadow. This might still be it too. Not quite to the top yet. It's 12:15.
Pretty massive caldera.
Whoa. Wow.
Mesa-like feature.
Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. $12:30. I think we are at the top of Jenkins Meadow, taking a break, and then I think we're gonna head back into those nice shady trees. Definitely uphill past the meadow. Just kind of skirting along the edge of the trees here, a little more shade. Thankful for that breeze. Well, unless this is just another TYT tease. Got some blazes, old fence. Feels like we are on top. Look at that. I'm just hoping that this turns left and it's downhill to the car. Bye, Dardanelles. Yeah, you're right, there is still snow up there. That's crazy. Okay, so here. Well, so far so good. Downhill, downhill, downhill. We got blazes on this tree. Starting to feel a little more legit. Kind of a weird mix of meadow and forest through here. That is some cool rock up there. All right, it's almost 1:15, dropping below that cool rock wall. Across the creek, still downhill. More exposed, but we're getting back in the trees now. Sierra juniper. Awesome. Thank you for the stairs, Sierra juniper. Little muddy creek crossing back there. This is off to our left, I think. Oh, the shade is great.
Overcast.
Yay. Well, it is 2 o'clock. We just had about a 10-minute stop because I went from, I think there's something in my shoe, to a raging blister in about 1 minute. So do a little first aid. Looks like we got about 2 more miles to go. We're just cruising above the top of the canyon here. Still dropping. We're at about 7,600 feet. And I believe 74 is where we're headed. Got about 1 more mile and we should be coming to the Arnot Creek route. Now that's not including however much mileage we gain with the switchbacks. That's from point to point. So probably a little bit over a mile, but we'll be coming to some pretty gnarly switchbacks here pretty soon. And then we should be at my car about a mile after that and headed toward cheeseburgers. I was gonna make a salad out of it. Hey, trail maintenance. Thanks, guys. So we had another nice little TYT surprise back there. I was literally just thinking about how nice it was that the trail was so obvious. Went around an obstacle and no trail. Look to our left. We were about 15 feet off of the trail. I think we're back on it, but hey, you never know out here. That's why we were checking the GPS about every 90 seconds at this point, just trying to get out of here. Sure is pretty though. Okay, we're off trail. Keep an eye on it. We're gonna come around this corner and there won't be any trail and we'll be 600 feet from the route. People watching this are like, dude, I can see the trail, it's totally obvious. Yeah. You know how many times we've thought that on this trip? Yeah. A lot. This looks like it'll be a pretty epic corner. Wow. Oh my gosh. It's 2:30, coming down the switchbacks. Gorgeous, just absolutely beautiful. And we are still way up here. Alright, 2:45. Looks like we're bottoming out here. This trail is very clear, but it is very not maintained. It's just deep in duff and junk everywhere. But it looks like we are at the bottom of these switchbacks. Is this Arnot Creek?
This is it.
Hallelujah.
You might get a cold drink there.
Yeah, this is good for water. Yeah, that ridge is just holding that storm back right now.
Yeah, it's on the eastern flank. It's on the TCT.
That's a big boy. Nice. All right, Jeep Road, come on. Once the trail widens out, it starts kind of looking like a road. It is. But then it turns back into looking like a trail. But this is it. This is the Arnot Creek Trail, even though it says it's a road on the map. So because of this burn, all of the snow brush has overtaken the trail. It's painful on legs that are already scratched up. Total exposure. You do crisscross Arnot Creek a time or two, which is nice and refreshing, but don't think that because you're at the last mile that it's going to be easy. This is the TYT. Didn't think that burnt area was going to end. We are nearing the end of the road. It's 340. Be surprised if we weren't there by 350. 345. There it is, way off to the right. All right, let's get a picture in front of the sign.
Yeah.
Arnot Creek. All right, buddy. Ooh.
Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger.